guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. I think everyone's doing well today. We just came off, I gave you guys my full card, and we went 10-5. 10 wins, 5 losses, so really good day. Told you guys, if we got over 60 likes, you get my full card, so there you go. I'm really glad we had a good day for you guys. We have another busy day today. I'm going to give you my full card again. A whole weekend, you guys get my full card yesterday and today. So I have 6 plays for you guys. Not all in the NFL, but I have 4 NFL plays for you. I have a hockey play, and I have a Canadian Football League play for you guys. Before I get into it, just going to go over a couple things. Just answer some quick questions you guys have posted. One, just people, asking about being a professional handicapper. So, yeah, it's fun, but let me talk to you guys about the downside. So, yesterday, I went to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I was up till basically 4 in the morning handicapping. I did the video for you guys, and then woke up at just after 8:30 this morning. So not a whole lot of sleep. Spend the whole day looking at a computer, constantly going back over all your old picks, and now it is 2 o'clock in the morning again. So it's fun, but it, like anything else, becomes a job. So I enjoy it, I love it, but it's not all just pick a few games, sit down, watch them, and have a good time. Watching sports. There's a lot more to it than that. So nothing that you're ever going to be successful at in life is going to be easy. It's going to require a lot of time, and this is no different. It's something I like to do. I mean, I could probably apply this trade at the stock market or whatever, but I happen to like sports, so here I am. But it certainly isn't easy, and it's certainly not as fun as people would think, right, when you're first thinking about doing it. So little cautionary tale. I mean, by all means, guys, if it's something that you want to do, something you're passionate about, go for it. But I will warn you in advance, long hours if you want to be successful. So that's one. Number 2, a couple people have been asking me about early cash out options. So here's my thinking of early cash out options. So a lot of online sports books, they offer an early cash out. So if you're winning in a game or potentially even losing in a game, they'll offer you a percentage of what you would win, and you can take that immediately. My thinking is, why allow the sports books to have more edge over you, right? And that's all it is. There is definitely a built-in house edge on that cash out. What they're doing is they're using a computer algorithm to figure out exactly what the percentage is that you're going to win that bet. Then they're adding juice to that and then giving you a number. So they're making a profit on that. So my thinking is, you like the game before, let the natural, let the numbers kind of speak for themselves, right? So I mean, you obviously had a reason to take that pick. Now, sure, you might lose, but at the end of the day, you're going to be much further ahead by not using early cash out options. So, when you got the sportsbook by the balls, don't let them go, guys. That's my kind of thinking. Last thing before I get into the picks, you guys asked me a lot about parlays and teasers. I did a video on it before. I never bet parlays and I never bet teasers. For me, there's no exception to the rule. I just don't do it. The house edge is far too great in parlays and teasers. And if you're betting a lot of parlays, if you're betting only parlays, you're never going to be able to win long term. So for a lot of people, just getting rid of parlays and getting rid of teasers, you're going to notice your bankroll starts to grow a lot quicker and a lot more. Sure, if you hit a 6-game parlay, it feels good and you got an immediate boost of cash, but over the long term, guys, you're going to bleed off a lot more than you make. So no, I don't play parlays. No, I don't play teasers. They're fun if you guys want to throw down $5 or $10 parlay once a week on football, go for it. But for me, it's an absolute no. So all right, I'm going to get right into the picks here, guys. So I'm going to start with in the CFL. First matchup, it's playoffs for Canadian football. If you guys don't follow Canadian football, I'm guessing most of you don't. We have Edmonton, Montreal. We like Edmonton in this matchup. Now, the one time that Vegas maybe pays a little bit of attention to the CFL is during the playoffs. And they've historically done a really, really good job in the playoffs. And the public doesn't do a great job in the playoffs. So, historically speaking, in the playoffs, the public loses about 66% of the time. So, we're just going to do a quick contrarian play on this. I like the matchup. I like the play. We're going to take Edmonton to beat Montreal. We get Edmonton +2 in this game. All right, so Edmonton, CFL, Canadian Football League, Edmonton +2. Okay, next game. We have, this is a hockey play, NHL hockey. We have the New Jersey Devils and Vancouver Canucks. And you guys are all excited for football, and I come out with CFL and NHL to start. But value is value, guys. You got to go where it is. So, we have the New Jersey Devils against the Vancouver Canucks. So, start off, the Vancouver Canucks are undefeated at home. The New Jersey Devils have only won 4 times this year. 4 out of 15 games. But we have reverse line move from Pinnacle. We've steam play from Buckeye. And personally, I like the matchup with New Jersey here. So, to me, I would expect this line to be opened up quite a bit higher for Vancouver. And it looks like to me, from my expertise, that this is a game where Vegas wants that money on Vancouver. Like they're looking for more money to come in on Vancouver. We're going to go the other way, guys. We're going to take the New Jersey Devils to win this game +140. Okay, so we're going to take money line New Jersey Devils to win +140. All right, so now I will get into the NFL for you guys, because I'm sure what you came here for. All right, so we have in the first game is Kansas City and Tennessee. So let's look at this game in the beginning from a psychological standpoint, okay? So the line opens at Kansas City as a 6-point favorite. 84% of the bets come in on Kansas City, and 80% of the money comes in on Kansas City. So a huge influx of money and bets coming in on Kansas City. And how much did Vegas move that line? 0. Not at all. You know why? Because they don't mind money on Kansas City in this game. If they didn't like the money on Kansas City, what would they do? They'd move the line. And they didn't do that. So we like Tennessee in this game. We have reverse line moves in this. We have an 80-20 rule. So the 80-20 rule in NFL, and this is one that you guys can do at home. 80-20 is basically when 80% or more of the bets on one side, no, this is bets, not money. 80% or more of the bets on one side, and we're getting less than 20% as a home dog after a loss, okay? So our teams lost the game before. They're a home dog, and they're getting less than 20% of the money. 64% of the time, that game wins. All right? That's easy for you guys to figure out at home, too. You don't need, like, a super system or computers for that. That's good for a 23% ROI. So here's what we're going to do with this. Now, this is just one bet. We're going to split whatever your normal bet size is, split it in half, okay? We're going to bet half your normal bet on Tennessee +6. Okay? The other half, you're going to bet Tennessee +7 at -135. So half your bet's going to be +6, half your bet's going to be +7, and we're going to pay a little bit of juice on that 7 at -135. All right? So, next game. We have Atlanta and New Orleans. So another nice system that I like to use, it's called good versus bad against the spread. So you have two teams. Now, this is only applicable later in the year once teams have established a trend. And this is really where Vegas wages psychological warfare on bettors. Okay, the bettors feel very comfortable with teams that have been covering the spread, and they like to fade teams that aren't good against the spread. Well, New Orleans has covered the spread 75% of the time. Atlanta's only covered 25% of the time. So what we're looking for in this system is we're looking for a team later on in the year that's covered over 50% of the time, playing against a team that's covered less than 30% of the time. That record is 85-43, good for 66.4%. Not bad. So we are going to take we're going to take Atlanta, not New Orleans. We're going to take Atlanta plus 14 at minus 115. So we have to lay 115 to get the 14. Some of the books, guys, you'll notice their default. They moved it down to 13.5, but bump it back up to 14. Lay the minus 115. All right. Next, we have the Rams playing Pittsburgh. All right, Rams playing Pittsburgh. In this particular game, we do have some steam in this, but we have a couple systems that I really, really like. Road favorites coming off a bye week, 61 and 27. Good for 69.3%. That's huge. Almost 70%. That's a road favorite coming off a bye week. Almost 70%. In the last 3 years, that record is 12 and 2. 12 wins, 2 losses. So we like the Rams in this game. We're going to take the Rams with 4 points. All right, and that leads me to the next bet, which is in the exact same game. We're going to take the money line in that game as well, because that presents a lot of value as well. So now when we look at it from a money line standpoint, same thing. Road favorites coming off a bye week. How often are they winning those games straight up? 77.4%. So the money line in this game, guys, is minus 210. And I know a lot of you guys, tell me how you're not really comfortable laying minus 210. But at the end of the day, what we're doing here, guys, is we're looking for value. It doesn't matter if we find value at minus 200, minus 300, or plus 500. It doesn't matter. Value is value, guys. And at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for. Okay, you can make a profit off any line. And in this particular case, based on the numbers, minus 210 represents implied odds of 67.7%. So the minus 210 is implying that in order to be profitable, you would have to win 67.7% of the time. Well, we're going to win 77.4% based on our models. So that 10% difference ends up being a significant margin. And that's going to be good for a 23.4% ROI for us. So we are going to take the Rams minus 4, and we're going to take them on the money line, guys. Lots of value on both sides. That's it for the picks, but I do have one more game, more of a cautionary tale. I told you guys a couple of days ago in that Nashville game where the public was all over Nashville. This was in hockey. And I told you guys I wasn't going to give you Colorado as a pick, but I said do not take Nashville. And Colorado thumped them. I think they got 9 goals in that game. Well, I'm going to tell you guys this about the Cleveland-Buffalo game. I cannot find, and I've looked a lot in this game, I cannot find enough value in Cleveland to recommend them as a bet, and I'm not going to bet them. I was very close to betting Cleveland, but do not bet Buffalo. Okay? This, to me, looks like a classic Vegas trap line. And I've seen already all the public money that's come in on Buffalo. And not only is that public money come in on Buffalo, but everywhere you look online, people are Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. Everywhere. So, to me, guys, the play on this game is Cleveland or no bet. But at the end of the day, I don't like laying 2.5 or 3 to Buffalo, because I do like Buffalo's defense. And I'm certainly not going to lay minus 150 against Buffalo. So that leaves me with no play in this game. But just as a cautionary tale, guys, I warned you before that the other game, it worked out. I'm just saying in this game, this looks like a trap line to me. Don't fall for the trap line. Don't bet Buffalo. I think this game is no bet. But if you feel compelled, I feel like Cleveland's the side, guys. But it's not a play we're not recommending or anything. So, so that's basically it for today. I might have a night pick for you guys, so keep an eye out. Subscribe if you haven't done it. Hit the notification button and keep an eye out, because I might post a video in the afternoon tomorrow with the night game. I'm still working on that, but right now I'm going to work on getting some sleep because I need it. So that's it for today, guys. Again, really appreciate the support. I love all the comments you guys said. Really, really, honestly, guys, it means a lot to me when you guys do that. So thank you very much. Fire a thumbs up if you had a good day yesterday, and here's to a good day today. So, guys, as always, you know it. Have a very lucky day.